banging and swanging you gang. This your girl Leanne back with another video, and this is Tania Jones.
Hey y'all.
So today we are actually going to be, I'm attending her freight dispatch course.
Yes, so this is my first course that I'm teaching in a mass group in person. So this is like an honor to be sitting here with you. I'm super excited, and honestly I'm ready for 12 o'clock.
Me too. I'm so happy I actually got a chance to come out and meet you. And like I told you before, if you hadn't came this way, I was coming to Texas to meet you. I was gonna come to Texas next year. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do a little interview with you, Tania.
Let's get it.
Ask you a couple of questions about the industry. So what is a freight?
So a freight dispatcher is someone who locates loads for carriers. They take care of like the back end paperwork as far as booking the load, and then from that point they just dispatch the driver from pickup location to delivery location, and they monitor the progress of the load during that whole duration of the time.
Alright. So excited. Yes, I want to do this. So did you feel intimidated by entering into a male predominantly industry like this?
At first I did. I feel like we all, as women, we're going to struggle with entering any male-dominated industry. It's just like a whole different set of rules, you know, like there's no crying in business no more when it comes to working with nothing but males. So it was just like, I don't know, it was intense at first, but it was intense because I made it intense. It genuinely was extremely welcoming into the community, and I noticed that a lot of people were actually very helpful. So I thought I wasn't going to get any help because I was a woman entering into the industry, but it turns out like men don't want to do anything but give you information and help you because they want to see more women in the industry. So it's actually not intimidating at all. It was very helpful, and it was probably like one of the easiest transitions I ever made. I had no prior knowledge of the freight dispatching industry. So to be so welcomed into a community with no prior knowledge, it was kind of just like, you know, I just felt like I was meant to be there. So, and by me being young as well, I just felt like that's another thing that I was scared about. Like, is anybody gonna take me serious because I'm so young? But as long as you set that ground, like if you build your platform on solid ground, I'm like, there's nothing, like, people don't play with me when it comes to business because I set that standard. So I was intimidated at first, but that's because it was in my mind and I was making myself feel intimidated. But the actual industry and the actual like process of being a freight dispatcher is not intimidating at all. It's very like, it's a loving community, honestly.
Wow.
It's like one huge trucking family.
So is it expensive to start a freight dispatching business?
Girl, yeah, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. No, it's not expensive at all. So with that being said, it really varies from state to state. LLCs can range from $50 to $500. So it's really, it depends on where you live. And beyond that, we all already have the basic equipment that you need to freight dispatch. By now, everybody has a laptop, and I do not recommend anything Apple. If you're gonna do it, y'all, the trucking industry is a little behind when it comes to technology. So stick with like Microsoft, Android, stick with that stuff. But all you need is a laptop, Wi-Fi, your load board subscription, and you ready to start. Like that, like your load board subscription is the only thing outside of your LLC that you will have to pay for.
So do you need any like formal certifications or licensing to become a dispatcher?
No, actually, contrary to people's beliefs, so people get freight dispatchers and brokers confused because they essentially have the same roles, but they play two very different positions. So what people are doing is basing the standards of what becoming a freight broker is on what they think you need to have for a freight dispatcher, and that is not the same thing. The requirements are not the same. a freight dispatcher, I like to tell people we are nothing more than like a glorified, overly paid secretary. So you are doing the same work as the broker. Some things might change, but for the most part, you are the secretary of a carrier. So you don't need anything other than their information because you're their secretary.
That is great to know. That is great to know.
So no formal licenses or nothing. You just need your LLC to be legit. And yes, to have a legitimate business, yes, you do need articles of formation. I don't care if it's an LLC or sole proprietorship. I don't care about none of that. You need some type of articles of formation before you can be any legitimate business.
Okay, and also, I think this will be the last question. Do you recommend, is this a business women can build and mostly do from home?
Yeah, men and women. It's so, I don't want to say it's easy, but it's so lucrative. It's going to make it become easy to you because you're going to want to work hard at it every time. So doing it from home, especially during these times, is beneficial for everyone. We literally have a sickness running around that we don't know if it's up or down, and like we get false information all day, every day. So right now is the time to start looking for those passive incomes that you can stay predominantly at home, because it's genuinely probably not too safe, especially if you have children. So you don't want to keep going out and exposing yourself and then coming home to your babies.
Exactly.
So honestly, you can freight dispatch from anywhere. I freight dispatch from home. I freight dispatch on the beach sometimes. I've been on planes dispatching. I dispatch in the car sometimes, because the most convenient thing about it is everything can genuinely be done from your phone, if you believe it or not. There's apps for the load boards. There's email on your phone. There's Wi-Fi on your phone. Like, really, my phone when you're traveling, especially, you don't even have to do it from home. You could be somebody like me where people call me a nomad because I like to just travel so much. So with that being said, I knew for a fact I couldn't have like a stable, like, stay here, you work 9 to 5, and you get to live on the weekend. That's not for me. That don't work for me. So with that being said, I had already been like playing with entrepreneurship, but it's like when this came to me, it was like, oh yeah, I'm all in. You can do this from anywhere. So it doesn't even have to be from home. If y'all want to go on family vacation, guess what? You can be dispatching the whole time y'all on vacation. Usually you don't get paid for your vacation time.
Exactly.
I'm making money whenever I want to, and if I, if there's ever an event where like I'm like, I want to go out and I don't feel like dispatching, all I gotta do is tell my carriers, give them like prior notice, a week or two, like, hey, I'm gonna be taking vacation in about a week or two. But even with that job, you can book them up for that week that you're gonna be gone.
Exactly.
So they're not losing money, and you're not losing money either. So it's just a very convenient career to have. It's a very convenient passive income for sure.
Wow.
And it's very lucrative.
That is so awesome. I want to thank you so much for sitting down and having this interview session with me.
No problem at all. No problem at all.
I'm so excited to get into this information.
I'm excited for 12 o'clock. I'm excited to be and do. I'm just ready. And don't forget to go subscribe to me. What is my YouTube? Nina. My YouTube is Nina Lachey. And I talk about freight dispatching, I vlog, I do all of that good stuff. So go check me out.
Yes, she does, because that's how I found her. I will most definitely have her information down in the description box. So you guys hit her up and check out the information that she's giving us, because oh my God, this young lady here is full of jewels. Y'all better go get y'all some. Go get your some.
Before the price go up.
I know that's right.
If it's up, then it's up. Up, then it's up.